So, hello guys. Hi there, hi there, hi there. Amazing. What a great start to day one of the Leap and Shine Conference 2016. Amazing stuff. So, first we had Precious Brown from the US talking to us about how to center focus and to get out of procrastination. And then we had the equally amazing Mr. Charles Ajayi Khiran with us, who was talking to us about how to rule your world by developing the mindset of a visionary entrepreneur. It's been amazing. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for more or better. People showed up in their numbers. A lot of people joined us on Uber conference, and that was just amazing. And I just want to thank you all for every single one of you who found time to log in. Thank you for taking yourself seriously enough to make yourself available for this conference, because this is a conference that the objective behind it is very simple. The objective is just to equip you, to empower you, and to enable you with the tips, the tools, the tricks, the strategies, the blueprints, and the roadmap that you need to help you go for more, to help you take a shine leap, if you like, into success in 2017. And already it started so very well on day one. Wow, Precious was amazing. But just to summarize the purpose of this call, really, because I have come on already before to summarize Precious, the session with Precious. So the purpose of this session is to summarize a little bit of what Charles Khiran had to share with us. Now, for those of you who know Charles's background is mainly corporate. He mainly deals with corporate organizations and at that level. So he is a coach, but he's a coach in that sense. So when I asked him to join us on this conference, he was a good sport about it, and he said, why not? So you will recognize that as he was speaking more from the perspective of how he would share with people in the corporate setting, people who perhaps are sitting in a conference room waiting to hear from him on these very issues. But the subject that he discussed is something that is very dear to his heart and is also very dear to my heart. How do you own your space? How do you own your craft? How do you take control of your mind? Because that is what, as a visionary or as an entrepreneur, you're also a visionary, or you are called to be a visionary, because you are the chief dreamer of your business. You are the chief dreamer of your organization, of your new startup business, or whatever it is. So if you do not have a visionary mindset, then your dream is almost like having a stillborn child. Your dream is just going to die even before it is born. So this was a very important topic, and I deliberately put it on day one because I wanted us to get it out there. One, what do you need to do to stop yourself from procrastinating, to show that you are really ready now, you mean business and you're ready to move on? That was what Precious shared on. And then Charles Khiran comes with, how do you rule your world by developing the mindset of a visionary entrepreneur? So very quickly, Charles shared his story with us. He said that he's quite acquainted with adversity, and that he has had quite a lot of failures in his life, like every single one of us. And he believes that your greatest strength or your greatest growth lies inside of your failure. And that is something that many, many great men have said in times, since the beginning of the world, that your greatest opportunities of growth comes out of your biggest failures. And he himself has learned his greatest growth. He's earned his greatest growth and life lessons from his failures. Now, he says also that everything is down to authenticity. You've got to be authentic, not only about the experiences that you encounter in life, but you've got to be authentic about what you do with those experiences and about how you live life in general. So Charles Khiran suffered bankruptcy at a very young age, and of course that was traumatic for him. At the time, he knew nothing about bankruptcy, so it was a very traumatic experience for him. But he says he's a believer. He believes in God. He's a Christian, and he says that what helped him to get out of the depression of that experience was that he found God, and that helped him to take the shine leap, because he was then able to re-strategize, to recommit, and he learned several lessons which he is now teaching people. He's learned lessons in confidence and lessons in self-belief, which he's now teaching to other people. So these were some of the things that he shared, and he talked about going into consulting and career management and into the coaching world, where he had to work crazy hours, basically hustling on the side just to try to grow his business, building on the side in order to achieve the liberation, to come out of limitation and achieve liberation. And he says that diligence is something you can't do without. Excellence, guys, is a part of diligence, and hard work is also a part of diligence. And then he talks about something called pure work, which I suppose is where you're putting out your best work, and you're being consistent, and you're being conscientious at delivering at consistently higher levels, aiming to be a better version of yourself, constantly trying to perfect your craft. These were some of the things Charles mentioned. He says passion is great, but for people to part with their money, for people to spend with you, you have to have more than passion. You have to have a competitive edge. So quite often we hear people talk about monetizing their passion, finding what you're passionate about, and then building a business around it and monetizing it. Charles says that is good, all that is well and good, but for people to part with their money, you have to have a competitive edge. And I absolutely believe that, because I do know, speaking with other coaches and speakers and people who are in this field, I do know that all that glitters is not gold. All that you see on Facebook and on Facebook Live is not what it seems to be. A lot of people seem very successful by the looks of it. They look very successful on Facebook, but they're really not making any money. They're really struggling with with booking clients, with getting clients that pay them for the virtue that they give out, for the value that they give out. And that can be a really frustrating place to be in. So basically what Charles is saying is, guys, it takes a little bit more than passion. Yes, it's good to have passion, and it's good to figure out how to monetize your passion, but you have to take it up one notch by finding out how you can achieve, or how you can get the competitive edge. And you can do that, he says, by constantly polishing, cultivating, raising the bar, commanding, in order to command the kind of income that you want, and to bring you out and to bring you to the attention of the right people. You have to polish, you have to cultivate, you have to constantly raise the bar. And he says two key things. I said, for those of us, I said to him, who started the journey, I know it's to talk about how to hone your craft, how to improve your craft. But what about people who he said, one is confidence. You have to be confident. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in what you know and not put yourself down. And you have to know that what you know is actually worth something. And number two, you have to understand what you're offering the world. You have to understand what your is. What is that differential advantage? Now, that's what in my book I refer to as your shine factor. You have to know what your shine factor is, and then you have to know that space where you can basically practice your craft, or offer your offering, where it is not a hard sell, where you're not being a nuisance to people, and people don't see you as a menace, and people want to buy from you so that they come to you money in hand, begging to buy from you. Why? Because they recognize that what you're selling, what you're putting out there, is exactly what they need. That can only happen when you know what platform you are called to, what stage you are called to operate on, to speak on, to share your message from. So you have to find your shine zone, that place where it's almost like it's a little enclave, a little village, where every single person in that village needs exactly what you're selling. Then it's not a hard sell, then it's an easy sell. Then you're just being natural, you're just being yourself, and those that God has foreordained for your message will be called onto you, will be pulled to you, they'll be attracted to you. So guys, that's what I got out. And don't forget, I was multitasking here and there, and this is what the conference replays, the audios, are about. And at the end of the 7-day conference, and I encourage you to attend every single day and every single speaker, because each one of them is bringing something new, something unique. So tomorrow we're going to have 2 different speakers sharing their essence, sharing their stories. So guys, the conference audios will all be made available at the end of the conference. So for those of you who missed it, or for those of you who want to go right back and get secondary illumination, you want to go back and listen, you want to then take your time and take notes, you want to bring out the points for implementation so that you can start running with it, I would say, make sure that you get the conference audio recordings at the end of the conference. So that's my little bit done for today. We are on again for day 2 of the Leap and Shine conference tomorrow at 8 p.m. UK, and that probably would be that's afternoon, obviously, for the people in the US, and that will be 1 hour for people in West Africa, where quite a number of viewers are coming from, or attendees are coming from. That will be 1 hour ahead. So join us again tomorrow when Fatima will be hosting Fatima Zakir and also Gail Dudley from the US. Fatima is from Singapore and Gail Dudley is from the US. So I did tell you that I'm bringing you an array of speakers from all around the world. Each one of them an expert in their field, each one of them ready and raring to pour into you. So there's a whole lot to gain from a conference of this nature, because it is varied and it is unique in the sense that we're touching on several different things, but we're trying to get a complete picture at the end of the day, so that you are equipped with everything you need really to take a shine leap into success in 2017. That's my heart cry. That's what I wish for myself, and that's the path I'm traveling, and I want to take as many people as possible with me. So guys, make sure that you're taking notes. Beyond that, make sure that you're pulling out points for implementation, and make sure it's Christmas, it's almost Christmas. Invite someone, give them the gift of knowledge. Make sure that right now you either share this video or share any of the other videos on our platforms. Make sure that you are already in our group, in our community, the Leap and Shine community on Facebook. If you haven't yet joined it, then you should go and join it, because that's where we're going to be sharing quite a lot of information. And I think from tomorrow I probably will be live streaming into that group as well. So invite as many people as possible. They have nothing to lose. It's a free conference. It's online. All you do is log in from the comfort of your space, your comfort of your home, your office, your car, or even on the go. So it's a no-brainer, really. You have nothing to lose, but you have a lot to gain. With all of these speakers waiting to pour into you, it's an amazing lineup. Even if I say so myself, it is an amazing lineup. And I thank Charles Khiran and Precious Brown. Precious was also very, very amazing, and she is somebody that I have my eye on. So it's amazing stuff. So join us for day 2 of the Leap and Shine conference, and look out for further information about the best way for you to join. So today we used Uber Conference. So tomorrow we might stick with Uber Conference, or it might be the Zoom platform. But whatever it is, we will come back to you. You will see an email in your inbox to tell you what platform we will be using. You will also see that posted and shared either on my private Facebook or in the group, the Leap and Shine community. So guys, keep your eyes peeled, invite someone, tell them what an amazing day today has been on the Leap and Shine conference, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Don't forget to tweet about it, share it on Instagram, share it on Facebook, and if you think this is a good thing, and if you think this is a good thing that we're putting together, that we're bringing such a conference with such international speakers, that we're bringing it free of charge to people when we could very easily be charging for it. Even that is something. Say so on your Facebook status and give credit. Tag me in and tag in the Leap and Shine community and say what fantastic, fantastic gift we're giving people this Christmas. That's all I ask. And guys, I will see you again tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being in my space and in my corner. And I hope that you have a highly successful 2017 as you decide to take a shine leap into success in 2017 and beyond. I'm out of here and I'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK. Keep shining.